Stephen, just tell me in general, what actually made you look for a web accessibility solution for your clients?
So I had a client that reached out to me. They were part of one of the largest real estate companies on the planet. They're part of an international organization, and so they reached out to me and they said, "We just got a letter from Home Office stating that realtors are being sued because their websites are not accessibility compliant. Like they're not compliant for accessibility issues for those with disabilities, the blind, etc." And I said, huh. And I'd heard about a case with a guy named Guillermo Robles that had sued Domino's Pizza. And I'd heard about it and just kind of kept it in the back of my mind, and actually won the case. And then Domino's was fighting it and they were trying to take it all through the Ninth Circuit and the Supreme Court and the whole thing. And I thought, okay, well, keep a mental note on that. Then my client calls me like a year later, 2 years later, and then he sends me that email and he's like, can you help us? And I said, well, I got to figure something out. So I immediately started researching and I said, we can retrofit their sites at a cost of tens of thousands of dollars. That's not going to be good for us or them because it's going to tie up our agency and it's going to tie up their resources. So I was looking around, found accessiBe, and said, this is going to work really well. So we installed it on some of our sites to test it out to make sure that it worked for our clients, and it worked exceptionally well. And so then we had that installed on our client sites, and then we've basically been requiring it for all of our builds that we're doing for all of our high-end clients. We're saying everybody needs to do this. It's going to protect you. I can't guarantee you won't get sued, but certainly if you do, you can actually demonstrate that you did take steps to make an effort to be able to give accessibility options to your clients that required those specific considerations. So that's how that happened.
Wow, fantastic. And obviously, I'm happy that you've obviously been able to put kind of accessibility on the forefront now of your business, as well as you've mentioned, obviously telling all your clients that there is this solution in place. So obviously, this kind of was answered already, but I'll ask it maybe in a slightly different way, just kind of as I have it on my side. But why is it important for you to make also your clients' websites actually accessible?
For sure. So there's two reasons why we would want to make our clients' sites accessible. Number one, I've had a brush with disability, nothing visually, but just like being able to walk. That's a long story I won't get into. But nonetheless, that gave me the perspective of there are people out there that need accessibility issues. That need accessibility options because they have specific accessibility issues and they need to be able to have access and equal access to certain things. So that's number one, first and foremost, because I believe everybody needs to have equal access to the beautiful opportunity that is online services. Number two, it is also to protect the clients, my clients specifically, to protect them from any type of litigation, as much as possible, as much as we can help insulate them from that. Granted, we're not a legal firm or anything like that, so we can't guarantee that nothing will happen, but we do our best effort to ensure that we are providing them with the best options to protect themselves. And so that way they can also deliver to their customers an outstanding experience on websites and everyone wins. You're protected, people have access. It's a win-win for everybody.
Amazing. Stephen, yeah, it sounds like you definitely also have a story and yeah, I'm pretty inspired also by your responses. Yeah, it's really, really nice to hear. So my final question in general is obviously, why did you choose to partner with accessiBe?
I realized that there was an opportunity for a win-win also with accessiBe. I really appreciated the fact that accessiBe was very, and I'll use the term generous with its commissions that it does allow their partners to participate in. I think that was also very appealing because it gave me the impression that accessiBe is a company that is really looking out not only for people with accessibility issues, not only for clients that need protection from litigation, but even for partners. They're looking for partners that are passionate, and that resonate with their mission, and they want to compensate those partners accordingly. And it was nice to be able to partner with a company that kept all of those perspectives in mind to really help everyone benefit from their product and their service. So it's rare, I think, that you find that type of win-win-win situation where every single person is able to benefit from this service that's being brought to bear.
Fantastic. And anything else, obviously, Stephen? Obviously, I'm just so happy to always hear of happy clients and partners with us. Yeah, listen, I also work here for a reason because I genuinely, obviously, believe in our solution and in what we're trying to do and accomplish here. Anything else kind of that you want to say about accessibility in general, as kind of last final words or?
Um, I just that I appreciate the company. I appreciate the company. I appreciate what the company's trying to do and how it's trying to do it. I appreciate the fact that accessiBe is really looking out for everyone within the equation. And I really stress that point because it's kind of like with our mission. I think the reason why it resonated with us is because our mission centers around three things: connection, messaging, and process. And it's all based on love. And connection, meaning that you have to legitimately care about the people that you are engaging with. You have to legitimately communicate that message of love and connection to them. That is your messaging, your marketing. And then you have to deliver an experience for them that is an outstanding process, but it's all based on love and it's all based on connection. And the fact that accessiBe is trying to do something, I believe it creates this beautiful symbiosis between their partners, between the websites, and then also it allows individuals to really just get the access that they really do need if they do have specific disabilities that prevent them from having access otherwise. It doesn't really hit home until you yourself have had a brush with disability that you go, oh, or have been disabled that you go, oh, okay, this is a completely new perspective that I didn't consider before. And then once you have that consideration in place, to have a company like accessiBe that's saying we are considering that first and foremost to make sure that everyone is getting access to the best of our ability, and that ability is actually really good. It's not just to the best of our ability and let's just throw something out there. No, it's a good product. That I think speaks volumes about just indirectly company culture. It speaks about mission, vision, and really what the company's trying to do. And so I appreciate that. And that was one of the reasons why we also said we've got to. It's a pleasure to partner with you all. So there you go.
Stephen, you are a gem. You really are. Thank you. Wow, you speak really beautifully and eloquently, especially about accessiBe. Thank you so much for obviously agreeing to speak to me.